Hey everybody, how's it going? We're going to talk about a couple of the new features in Ideamaker. So the latest version, 3.4.1, came out last week and a half ago, so May 23rd, I believe. And I've been playing with the beta release of the current release for a few weeks now, and it's pretty good. It's they've made positive steps forward. There was a couple of bug fixes I wish they would have had done. But they made some decent features that they put in here. So we'll walk through a couple of them now. One thing we're gonna probably just in this video we're gonna talk about this modifier, and so it's similar to if you come from the Cura world, Cura, whatever the hell they call that thing, Cura. I call it Cura. They have that concept of modifiers, right? And that was sort of their way around doing custom supports. Now, Ideamaker obviously already does custom supports, but what the modifiers let you do in this case is apply different settings, let's say of infill, of layer heights or whatever, to an existing model using a modifier shapes that go inside your current model. So I'll show you this. So let me highlight this guy. Let's delete him. So here's this little base thingy I got here. It's for like the bottom half of like a bomb. All right, that screws together. Do I have it? Do I have it here? I don't have it here. Anyway, doesn't matter. And so this is the model. And so if I were just to slice this and use my standard sort of loot crate, template that I've got here, 10% infill. Actually, let's do 0 infill, just so you see. 3 shells, all that good stuff. Don't care about anything else at this point. I'll slice it. Let's take a look. So now you can see too that there's a couple of layout changes as well, and we'll kind of touch on those as we go. The preview button is still here once you get your estimated print results, and you can still hit the preview button. The main difference being you don't get the extra the separate pop-out window for your print preview. It's all contained in one, still in your parent window. So this is what it'll print out like. So again, right, 0% infill, 3 shells. So if we just scroll down, you'll see as we get down here, there's no infill there, right? It's just blank, it's just a void. Nothing down there, nothing up my sleeve, all that good stuff, okay? So that's totally fine. The other thing you can do here is change the type of view you're looking at. So here we're looking at the actual physical structure of the print, and the different colors signify if it's infill, if it's your inner layers, outer layers, support material, all that good stuff. That's what your colors over here represent. If we change this to your layer heights, right, this represents which layer height you're printing at. So I'm printing this at 0.2 theoretically in this case, so everything is just blue. Now in the next video when we talk about adaptive layer control, we'll see how this makes a difference. So there we go, we're going to close this for now. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to add a modifier. So if you come up here, so if we select our model, we hit the modifier button, we now have the option to add some modifiers. You can hit the plus buttons here, and what that lets you do is pick your own STL file to include as a modifier. If you don't want to do that, you can go over here and say add modifier and say add a sphere or add a box, a cylinder, whatever you want to do. In this case, we're going to go ahead and add, we're going to do a box. And I'm going to leave it the name default box, and I'm going to say this is 20 by 20 by 20 millimeters. Okay. So now it throws it out here. I'm going to go to my move button, and I'm just going to drag this anywhere in here. So, yeah, that's fine. It's perfect. I'm going to go back to my little modifier settings. And so now the type here is, what do you want to modify? Do you want to modify your support structures? Meaning maybe you want to modify the support structures a little bit with some different settings, or do you want to actually change the print settings of the parent model with your modifier settings, if that makes sense. So where your parent model and your modifier model overlap are where these alternate settings are going to be applied. So you're not actually going to be printing a block in the middle of your part, but whatever settings you apply to that block will translate to your parent model, and only in those areas where they overlap, if that makes sense. So we're going to pick this little plus button because we're going to tell it that we're going to play with infill on this one. So infill density is the only one we care about for this example. So right now you can see my initial infill for this model was 0 infill, 3 shell. So let's just modify this, and we're going to call this 100 infill. All right. So now we got that, and now let's just start slicing again. Now the slice button used to be up here. They've moved it over here. Start slice. Not changing anything else. Nothing else to do here. There we go. Let's look at the preview. So you can see there is no block in here. I mean, we had a block in there, right, as a modifier, but there's no block showing. So if we scroll down, so now you can see where the block overlapped with our parent model. And in those areas specifically, you can see it's yellow. Yellow is infill. So that changed my infill just in those areas to 100%. Okay? So there you go. So this could be useful. We used to have to do this with, if you wanted to do it at a whole layer setting, you could change your infill percentage, right? We had a video not too long ago about changing your infill percentage at a certain height. Now you can do it for a very specific part of your piece. So let's say, you know, you had a statue and you wanted to do infill all the way up the side till you hit the arm 100%, but had everything else in here hollow, you could do that. So there's your modifier setting. So there's sort of a quick tip. Just send this off to, you know, slice it, send it off to a USB card or your printer, and go from there. So we'll do another couple of videos here shortly, but there's one of the new features that they've added. Okay, thanks a lot. Talk to you soon.